All right, you got to like the final score, number one. I guess the point of playing is to win, and you got to like that. You guys came away with a win. Almost seemed like two different games, first half, second half.
Yeah, it was. I think we made some good adjustments at halftime. I think the guys came out a little stronger, a little more physical, and really with more tempo to their game. And as you can see, we created a lot more chances in the second half. Obviously, with the goal coming early on in the second half, it showed. But I think it's the guys coming out responding after we had the little chat at half.
I was going to say, a lot more scoring opportunities created than I remember seeing in the past. This team, I guess now it's just a question of, let's keep creating the opportunities, let's learn to finish.
That's exactly right. We're creating the opportunities, but now it's just more work needs to be done on off days in terms of finishing, whether it's guys who need work on the finishing, guys who need to work on a crossing, anything they need to work on. I think it's been a lot of time put into it, and it's shown in terms of creating and the way we want to play, but now it's the finishing touches.
I was going to say, Mohamed Saeed gets the goal. He could have had more than the one. He had some opportunities. He looks like a very creative offensive player.
He is. He's a dynamic player. We've got him, in a role where he's done well for us, but he's also the type of guy that we know we can trust in other positions on the field with his knowledge of the game and really the creativity he can give us. It's more of a luxury to have him on that field with what he can provide for us.
I was going to say, you mentioned they're a little more physical, a little more up-tempo in the second half. I don't know whether it was a change in strategy or just the coach with a stern directive at halftime, but I noticed especially the physical play, almost as if saying we're not about to be moved.
No, I think like I said, we had a chat at halftime, and I think we made it very clear of what's expected of these guys when we're playing. And to be here at home playing in front of our fans, there's no excuse not to come out the way we came out in the second half. We got to come out like that in the first half of every game. And I just thought we were flat in the first 45. I think the guys knew that, they understood, and they changed it.
Well, we talk about the scoring opportunities. We can't overlook Chris Marley at the other end. He made a couple of big saves. Also got some help from the pipes, but made a couple of big saves.
He did. It's good to get the shutout. Chris did a great job for us. Our back four had a good game, and we to keep those guys off the scoreboard is really one of our first goals. First priorities for us every time we get out in the field. But he did absolutely come out with some big saves for us, coming off his line and really snuffing some before they were able to get off some good opportunities.
And you mentioned that back four. And that group's terrific. They seem to change the tempo when necessary. They seem to put the offense in motion as well. While we think of them from a defensive standpoint, it's also about the transition.
Yes, they've been very good for us lately. Whether it's our outside backs or our center backs, recognizing when to change the point of attack, when to get forward, when to switch it. I think those guys have done a great job for us.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time. Let's keep it going.
All right, thanks.
Good haircut, by the way.
Thank you.